back, baby. So in this episode, I'm gonna tell you guys why sneaker reselling is one of the worst side hustles I've ever done.
We come from poverty, man, we ain't have a thing.
We come from poverty, man, we ain't have a thing.
So by now, I know you've heard, because everybody has heard, that if you buy Nike or Adidas specifically tennis shoes, you can resell them for higher margins. This was a business that's been booming for like the past 10 years. It's falling off now, but for the past 10 years, you can make millions of dollars buying sneakers and then selling them for a higher price. And I think the sneaker stores still do make a pretty penny, because I specifically know there's some stores, Las Vegas, California, there's some stores in Seattle, in my city, that make quite a bit of money, but there was an additional market that was hidden. There was regular consumers like myself who can go out and buy tennis shoes like these and then resell them for more than what I paid. So shoes would come out and let's say they were $100, $120, $150. Let's say they were $200. So then I would make, let's say if I get a pair of these and I buy them for $120 and they sell for $200, I make the difference. So I will make $80. And you, as many pairs as you could buy, that's as much money as you could make. The problem, Nike not only caught on to this, but a lot of other retailers caught on to it as well.
I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
I see you shining, nigga. I can smell a motherfucker with money. Even Ray Charles can see you got money.
So now when they sell shoes at the retail price, you gotta go through hoops, you gotta go under hoops, you gotta wait hours and hours on end just to secure one pair. Much less, now you gotta bring your crew, you gotta pay somebody oftentimes to secure multiple pairs for you to get that profit. This is not a scalable business doing it that way. There's a way to do it, right? Sneaker Invest has went over the way to do it. Buying shoes on a regular day-to-day basis creates a market where you can invest in sneakers on a daily, because these may not come out again, right? Shoe releases from Nike may only happen 4 or 5 times per month. And if you depend on that solely like I did, you may only have the opportunity to purchase pairs for profit 4 or 5 times per month. Then you gotta wait for them to ship, then you gotta receive them, then you gotta upload them to all of the different channels in which you wanna sell them, and then you have to wait for them to sell. It's a very backwards game. So what Sneaker Invest said was buy shoes on Marketplace, buy shoes on OfferUp, buy shoes wherever you can find them for resale, right? See if you can negotiate a price. If the shoes go for $300, you buy them for $250, and then you sell them for $300, and you make the money in the middle, and you keep doing it that way, which is an amazing way. My man that's doing it the best, in my opinion, right now is my guy from Undermarket Sneakers. My guy is killing it because he created multiple different channels of revenue. If you buy the shoes on a daily basis and flip the shoes and create a community where you're constantly selling pairs, you're a reliable, trusted source in the shoe community. But then if you document the journey on YouTube, then you can create an additional stream of revenue on the thing that you do every day, thus giving you the ability to leverage what you're doing, creating the content and selling the shoes, 2 different sources of income. It's genius, right? There are some problems that come in the way though, especially for people like me, because most of the shoes you see here are personal shoes that me and my son own. So when you get into a person that actually likes the tennis shoes, then you want to sample the product. And everybody knows you don't sample what you sell. You can't use it and sell it at the same time, because you're going to get to dipping into your profit. And that's what I was doing. I was going 100%, okay, let me try to be a reseller. Let me try to be a reseller. Let me try to be a reseller. But then dulling my purpose for wanting to do it in the first place is wanting to wear fly shit. If you can't do what you do to make the money and then simultaneously wear fly shit, you're doing it wrong. And there are people that are doing it right, but not a lot of people that I've seen that have the life I want. I don't want to be inventorying 1,000 pairs of shoes. I don't want to be touching and cleaning and wiping off and going through somebody's thing. let's break it down for real, for real. Let's tell the truth. Shoes are things people put on their feet. If I buy your shoes, then I'm buying something that you put on your feet. You done ran in it, you done sweat in it. I don't know what type of socks you got. I don't know what type of bunions you might, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to touch your bunion sauce. I don't. And I had to understand that's a barrier to entry. Like, that's one of the things that you got to get comfortable with when trying to be successful being a shoe reseller, as opposed to what I didn't calculate was create the brand of being fly, and then let that brand open up other opportunities for you. So in my experience, doing the shoe reseller business, one, wasn't for me because I understand now I'm a customer. I'm a person that wants to wear the fly shoes. I don't necessarily want to continue purchasing the fly shoes to watch other people enjoy them. That part's not fun. And then the leverage, the amount of money that it'll take for you to be successful in the business, and by successful, I mean making $3,000 a month, making an additional $5,000 a month, and making the grand glory of $10,000 a month, is work that I feel I could put into another industry and maximize my talents that much more. Because most of the time when you're selling shoes, you're hidden in a dungeon somewhere, man. You got the shoes somewhere, and then you go to meet the person up. You go to meet up with the potential customer. You got to worry about not getting robbed. You got to worry about if they're going to actually come through. Because on this one pair of shoes, I probably had 5 people say they wanted to buy it. Nobody came through to actually purchase the shoes. So there's a lot of people that's going to flake off. And then you got to worry about, okay, well, look, if I sell the shoes, when they come to get it, because you negotiated through the phone, text message, whatever, there's an additional negotiation that happens when they get there. Saying, oh, well, no, I'm $5 short. Can I steal? But now I want to sell them so bad that I may take under what I'm prepared to take, just trying to make sure, okay, I can secure the money to reinvest the money and then buy another pair. And then you think, okay, you sold that pair and you bought that pair, and then you sold that pair, and then you bought that pair, and you sold that pair, and you bought that pair. Where in the hell is your money? Like your money. Like the money that belongs to you. Not the money you're reinvesting in your business. The profit that you take off the top to extract so you can live. It never happens. You end up spending reinvest money on bills and to live. Now you're down a pair. Now you can't cop this new release. It's a headache. It really is a headache when you think about that. And that was last year. That was 6 months ago. Now it's absolutely crazy because Nike caught on to resellers. They're flooding the market with shoes. They're flooding the market with profitable pairs that you thought would be profitable. They're flooding the market and saying, okay, you thought these shoes, you thought you was gonna buy the dunks for $100, sell them for $200. We're gonna bring them out again, and we're gonna restock them again, and we're gonna restock them again. By the time they're done, the shoes are you're gonna buy them for $110. You're gonna be able to sell them for $140, but that's on StockX before taxes and fees. You're gonna end up selling them joints for below what you paid for them because you don't want to return them to ruin your chances to be able to cop another pair on Foot Locker or on sneakers. It's a headache. Recently, me and my son were just trying to sell these Union ones. These joints are hard, right? Like, look, the Nike sign unstraps. These are absolutely crazy. And they're selling on StockX. There's only 6 pairs left in this particular size on StockX, and they're selling for around $200. I didn't pay $200 for them, so if I sell them for that, I'd make profit. Right? Wrong. When we just took them to the sneaker store, what they wanted to offer me is the lowest ask minus StockX's taxes and fees, which would have put me under retail. But if I get to a position where I have to sell because I need to extract the money, then I lose money on this pair of shoes, and it was a bad purchase to begin with. Because of all of these things included, in my humble opinion, unless you're reselling the right way, the resale market is dead, and you guys need to pivot. I pivoted into something, so I'm willing to help y'all. Whoever's watching this, if you need assistance knowing what market to pivot into, what can you use your talents for, you built up this Instagram page and you marketed this stuff and you did this, man, I got something for you. But with that being said, that's all I got for today. Kenny vs. Poverty out. I hope y'all can do something with your inventory, because this right here is the last piece of inventory I have left, and I'm done. I'm on to something different.
See y'all on the next one.